Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and David just dropped off a bag of reels. We're going to call this one David's Flea Market Finds, and a couple of personal reels in here as well. But David tells me he's been very active in checking out local flea markets and Facebook Marketplace and garage sales and the like over the last several weeks. He's getting ready to do a little bit more fishing than he's been doing. He's going to get a nice assortment of reels, and well, he says they don't cost him much, so he would like to have me service them, keep them fishing for a long time, and well, give him a large variety of reels that he can select from as he targets various types of fish over the course of the winters and of course the summer fishing seasons. So let's take a look at what he's found with a little bit of stories on each one. And if you like these types of unboxings, if you like to see how fishing reels are serviced, how they learn a little bit about their histories, who made them, when they were made, and the like, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe to my channel, please use that notification button. That notification button will let you know when I'm posting a video. I try to post daily the content of that video, and you can make a decision as to whether that's a reel that you would like to learn more about. So let's start. We'll start with a big one here. This one is a Daiwa Sea Line. This Daiwa Sea Line is the 600H. These reels were made in the 1980s. This one looks and feels as beautiful as the day it was made. This is a nice find for him. These are tied off, so I can't really work them for you. But the Sea Lines have a tremendous history of being, well, bulletproof. Aluminum frames and aluminum spool. Nice ball bearing setups on each side of the reel. Very durable, very dependable. This one, the 600, kind of correlates to a 6.0 on the Senator lineup, but this one's just in for some basic service, and we'll do that for him. And then he finds reels that, well, they need a little TLC. This is a traditional Pen 65. This one's going to clean up beautifully. You can see there's a lot of reel rash and surface film and the like on this, but that will clear up nicely. He said that there's a lot going on here in the reel itself. Nice loud clicker. Yeah, there's a little wobble going on there. And that might be a bent spool. So we're going to have to find out what's going on in here and do a little bit more work with that one. David brought me two reels he said belonged to his mom. And well, he just wants to get these serviced as well. And he said that the drag washers are gone in both of them. He's tied these up. David works in the medical field, can you tell? These are Apollo Gold 9000 X's. Both of them are, well, one's a 9 and one's a 4. This 9 would be the bigger one. He said both of them need drag washer replacements. And while the reel itself you can't get many parts for these days because of the age of the reel, the drag washer should be a standard size. And well, I'll measure the sizes out. Then you can go to places like smoothdrag.com, and they will likely be able to sell you a washer based on the sizing. How do you measure a washer size? You look at two things. You look at the internal diameter. You look at three things, actually. The internal diameter, the external diameter, or outer diameter, so IO or ID, OD, and in many cases the thickness, although the thickness on most of these washers will be pretty much the same. How do you measure those? The best way to measure those is to get a digital caliper. I got this one off of Amazon. It's not that expensive. This one is a Nico. It's a battery operated. It'll measure in mm's and inches. The mm's is typically what you're going to order that on. Little digital readout scale tells you where you are with that, and I've used that quite a bit over time. All right, that's 4. We have a jig master, a good old-fashioned jig master. This one's got the leveraged handle on it, so it can be brought all the way out here for very high leverage. These are still desirable reels. They're made in the United States. And let's see what he's got inside this. He's got the plated bridge. It looks in pretty good condition. Again, he's finding these at flea markets and the like. And one of the things I would encourage you, if you're shopping at a flea market, you see a reel like this, ask the seller if you can take the side plate off. Do an exam. That'll tell you how well the reel has been cared for on the inside. Looks like we got a second one here. So these are the deep burgundy side plates. They were made in the 1970s, made in the USA. This one has the solid crossbar. This one has the more traditional one. Wondering if that one might be an aftermarket. Aluminum spool on the side on this one. Plated spool on this one. So these might be aftermarket upgrades, including the spool itself. The modern Jigmaster has that spool. That era did not. Okay, we've got a 27H Daiwa C-line. So there's the baby brother of the 600. That's not the biggest one in the series. The biggest one in the series is the 900H. This is the 27H. This is a great inshore fishing reel that can be used for a wide variety of fishing situations. Well, we got another Daiwa here right in the middle of it. Okay, so I told David to include this one. This has lost its badge. But there's no question in my mind that it's a Daiwa 50H. This is the one I kind of started my commercial reel service with. So there was party boats in the 1980s, or if you will, charter boats. And this one was a standard. You would find two reels on those boats. Typically, you would find, the Penn series, the 65, or the 60 Long Beach, or you would find the Daiwa C-line. This one, 20 years after I was still doing those reels, these were still on the boat, still fishing. So, great reels. This one needs a handle. I notice it's kind of turning rough. It's got a bent, eccentric lever there. But overall, this one can be brought back and given a second chance. I think we got two more in here, maybe. So we have a Penn 200. So the 200 is the Surfmaster. You can always tell that it says Surfmaster on it, but you can also see the fellow in the surf with the rod up on the beach scene. These were 50s and 60s reels for the most part. Sometimes people call this the Squidder Junior. That's not the case. This has the same frame as a Squidder for the most part, size-wise, not frame. The Squidder has different burrings on each side. They're kind of implanted into the side plate. So this one's a nice one as well, and we'll be able to keep this one fishing for David. And one more in here, and this is this is a nice one. This is, I think we did one similar to this not long ago. This is the 4600 C3. It's an Ambassador. It's got the narrow frame to it. Love it. Again, for inshore fishing, and casts beautifully. It's just a nice reel all around. And as you can see, this one was made in Sweden. So I've got my project set out for me. And I think with the exception of the two reels that David said are his mom's, the two Apollo Golds here, that everything else was acquired in a flea market, or searching Facebook Marketplace or other forums where you can find the used equipment. I think he did quite well, and I'll be happy to keep these serviced. I think as he contemplates what he wants to go fishing for, he's going to have a wide variety of reels just to do that. So whether he wants to target very big fish in the mid-Atlantic, which is what that will handle, or inshore fishing, which that Abu or the 47H will do well. He's made some good choices there, and we'll get all of these up and running. Some of these will become videos, so again, if you like to subscribe, that would be the best way to see what's coming up, particularly if you use that notification button. I want to thank our police, fire, safety, rescue, and folks like David. David is in the healthcare industry, and I want to thank everybody for watching, for making this channel what it is. Wishing everybody a great day. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle.